What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. I've been gone, man. Dragon Rider C-Zar has been out of commission. I've been partying it up with the friends and family back in my hometown. It's Thanksgiving week, so I've been gone for a few days. Came back with a cold, but here we are talking about some Bitcoin Cash. So let's get into the price action without any more personal life BS. Looking at this here. Found your low right below the 0.5, which is fairly common for Bitcoin Cash. Generally, it does like that 61869 area, but this suffices. I definitely believe that's the low. Here we were finding resistance, grinding this 236. Found a little bit of rejection. I still think it is possible to go to that 200, 201 level, but if we look at this more relative fit from this top here to this bottom, we actually just kind of tipped. That's not right. There we go. We tipped the 382 after finding resistance in the 61869 area. A lot of crypto is looking bearish this week, and we've had quite a recovery across the boards. I do still think that this weekly RSI looks very productive. Yes, on a daily perspective, we kind of broke. I'm going to get rid of this, but if this was an uptrend here, we kind of broke out of this. It was giving me some bearish vibes. I believe I relinquished that back here, and we turned, we went a little bit lower, sure, but all in all, you guys, I think that might have been it. I really think that might have been it. And looking at this fib again, going from the 61869 area, finding support on your 382 like this is a general, what am I looking for? This is a normal kind of behavior before breaking above your 618 and going into deeper retracements, if not actually seeing extensions. So I do think maybe by the end of this month, probably by the end of this year, we'll see prices back above $300. It is possible that we could see prices higher than that, but I think Bitcoin Cash is kind of lagging right now. It's taking its sweet time. We'll probably work our way up here, grind it out, and then have a nice miraculous pop again. But who knows? It could happen now, man. When this thing wants to move, it can move very fast whenever it wants to. It definitely can. So be prepared, Dragon Riders. It can happen at any point in time. We are kind of grinding this purple line, and I think the move that takes us above it is going to be phenomenal. But a phenomenal move from here, we're at 227. If we went all the way up to 327, a $100 move, we still haven't broken this high over here. So but we could make moves to break that high. We do have previous areas of support here and resistance here at about 384. We could go there from top to bottom. That is right around our 1272, 1618 all the way up at $500. So don't throw those prices out of the equation just yet, but those might be more for next year, in the beginning of the year, or maybe even after the halving. We'll see. But all in all, you guys, I think Bitcoin Cash is looking good. If it does continue to go down from here, maybe it goes to that $200 level, 190 level. I've kind of thrown that out of my expectations, but it is still possible. It's definitely something to be considered. And something I've been saying, since my last video is don't be scared if that happens, just be prepared if that happens. I don't think by any means that it's a good time to sell now. I haven't thought that it's a good time to sell at any of these points. I haven't sold any of my Bitcoin Cash. I'll be very clear whenever I do think it's a good time to sell, because I will be telling you guys, hey, I'm going to sell. But none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just spitballing ideas here based off of historical data and my own personal experience using technical analysis to kind of figure out when good points of entry and good points of exit are. And by no means do I catch the absolute bottom every time. I did buy some on this wick, but most of my buys came in around, I want to say 212, something like that. That's where I went really heavy, was actually just below this 382, so a little bit lower than where we just went there. But I did buy a little bit down here too. So again, I don't catch the lows every time. I'm not going to catch the highs every time. That's not my style. I just try to, relatively speaking, even if you didn't buy this wick, if you bought down here, good job. And even if you didn't sell this wick up here, if you sold this and you're trading it, good job. You sold the 618, good job. It's not about being 100% right. It's really, TA, you guys, is about knowing how to be wrong more than anything. Because if you don't know how to be wrong with TA, that's where you get screwed. Anybody can know how to be right. Anybody can make money being right, but it takes experience and discipline, and sometimes luck, but mainly experience and discipline and risk management to know how to lose, because that way you don't lose your ass if that happens. But I'm getting off on a totally different tangent here. Just again, if it goes lower, that's not me saying this is a good time to sell. I'm just saying if it does go lower, it's a better time to buy, if that at all. So, but I'm not expecting it to go lower. I am expecting it to go higher from here. This is a nice bounce off the oversold zone. We are out of the bearish area of control. I think we might be making strides higher all in all, and that's really all I have to say let's look on this, I suppose. You know, we still kind of have this like break flag here, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel confident calling it a flag. Bounce off your yeah, man. This $534 area is looking like the next stop on a monthly basis. But again, this monthly basis means it can take time. Yes, in 1 month we trudged through a lot of it, but you know, it could take half a year before we see prices up here. Maybe it takes a month, maybe it takes 3 months, I don't know. For the time being, I do think we're making strides up to above $300, but I'm not looking at this price area just yet. So all that being said, I am bullish on Bitcoin Cash right now. If it goes lower, so what? Don't be scared. Be prepared. Have some cash on the side to buy. And if not, you know, I mean, I'm not selling this thing until probably 2025. So I'm not worried about what it does in the meantime. We've got multi tens of thousands of dollars in price targets coming, right? From this all-time high to this all-time low. Let's take you to the promised land, right? The minimum extension's at $13,000. The maximum expected extension would be $53,000. And it's possible. It is possible by the end of the cycle. We genuinely, to say that Bitcoin Cash can't see that, that's you know, don't say it can't happen. I would say it won't happen, but there's a difference between can't and won't, okay? Arrogance would say it can't happen, okay? Confidence would say it won't happen. I'm pretty confident that this won't happen, but it absolutely can happen. I would think more what we're going to see is somewhere between this $23,000 to $13,000 price area. That's my personal expectation. I wonder what this relative fib here is, top to bottom. You're 1618, you're 1886, yeah, 1886 all the way up there, man. And I'm pretty sure Bitcoin Cash does like it's 1886. So, anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content on Bitcoin Cash and other cryptos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Have a good day. That's all I got. Bye-bye.